In understanding how Pro Tools modifiers work, it's important to first point out the difference of the modifier keys as they appear on a Mac versus a Windows computer. On a Mac, the modifier keys are Command, Option, and Control. On a Windows PC, they're Control, Alt, and Start, or the window button. Command, or Control, on a PC works with finer increments or non-contiguous clips or selections. Finer increments could be anything from your volume. So if we were to go ahead in and look at the volume here on this intro track, and I was going to change the fader, you can see that it jumps in numbers. There's nothing between 0.0 and 0.6. But if I was to hold the Command key down, now I'm able to get to the finer increments between those number jumps. This is significant whether you're working with volume, pan, or any other numbers that you're trying to hone in on and get finer values. The non-contiguous function of the Command key is for selecting individual files. So if I was in the clips list and I wanted to select a few files that were not together or close to each other in the clips list, I could hold down the Command key and use that to select those non-contiguous or not in order selections. This also works for tracks. Option, or Alt, means all or opposite. So if I hold down the Option key, I can select all of the tracks, solo all of the tracks, mute all of the tracks, or change the size of all of the tracks just by holding Option. For the opposite part of the Option key, or the Alt key, is in conjunction with some tools. So the trim tool normally faces the side of the clip in which it's going to trim from. However, if I wanted to change the direction of that and make it opposite, I would hold the Option key. So you can see that in the region there of the lead vocal, I'm now changing the direction just by pressing on the Option key. The Control key on a Mac typically works to constrain or align. So if I wanted to take this region here, or clip, and move it up above, we do have always the chance that it was never going to stay in the exact same spot in which I moved it from. So in order to do that, I could hold the Control key, and then when I move the clip upwards or downwards, it's going to stay in the same exact spot, however, just switch its place on the tracks. Also, when you want to align something, for example, if I wanted to take this lead vocal track that I have right here and align it with the start of this clip in the track above it, I could hold the Control key, click on the bottom one to align it with the top one. Now they'll start perfectly in time at the same place. Shift is the same on a Mac and a PC. And when you hold down the Shift key and select on track names, you can select them and add them to the selection. You can select on clips in a range in a selection, and you can select clips in a track and add them to a selection.